Nürburgring, the green hell that humbles supercars and legends alike. What's up everyone and welcome back to Petro Head Things. Today we're taking you on a journey to the most legendary, most feared, and most respected racetrack on planet Earth. The Nürburgring Nordschleife, better known as the Green Hell. This isn't just any racetrack, folks. This is 12.9 miles of pure automotive terror and triumph, where car manufacturers test their machines to the absolute limit, where racing legends are made and broken, and where even the most experienced drivers approach with genuine respect and sometimes fear. By the end of this video, you'll understand why every serious car enthusiast considers the Nürburgring to be the ultimate proving ground, and why conquering this track is the automotive equivalent of climbing Mount Everest. So buckle up, we're about to dive deep into the history, the danger, and the pure mechanical poetry of the world's most challenging racetrack. The birth of a legend, origins and early history. To understand the Nürburgring, you have to go back to 1927, when Germany was looking to establish itself as a major player in the automotive world. The original concept was ambitious even by today's standards. Create a racetrack that would test every possible aspect of automotive performance and driver skill. What they built was nothing short of extraordinary. The track was constructed in the Eifel Mountains, about 70 miles southwest of Cologne, in a region known for its challenging terrain and unpredictable weather. The original Nordschleife, which translates to North Loop, was designed to incorporate every type of driving challenge imaginable. High-speed straights, tight hairpin turns, blind crests, elevation changes of over 1,000 feet, and corners that seem to go on forever. What makes the Nürburgring unique compared to modern Formula One tracks is its complete integration with the natural landscape. Rather than bulldozing hills and filling valleys, the track designers worked with the terrain, creating a circuit that flows through forests, over hills, and around natural obstacles. This approach created a track that's as beautiful as it is dangerous. Hence the nickname, the Green Hell, coined by legendary driver Jackie Stewart. The construction took nearly 4 years and employed thousands of workers during Germany's economic recovery period. When it opened in 1927, it immediately became clear that this wasn't just a racetrack. It was an automotive proving ground unlike anything the world had ever seen. For American audiences, imagine taking the most challenging mountain road you've ever driven, adding 20 to 30 miles per hour to every corner, removing all the guardrails, and then trying to set lap records. That's essentially what the Nürburgring represents, a public road designed specifically to push cars and drivers beyond their comfort zones. The technical challenge. What makes it so difficult? To truly appreciate the Nürburgring, you need to understand the numbers. The Nordschleife is 12.944 miles long with 154 named corners, and that's just the official count. Experienced drivers will tell you there are micro corners, elevation changes, and surface variations that aren't even numbered but can catch you off guard and end your day very quickly. The elevation changes are staggering. The track climbs and descends over 1,000 feet throughout its length, creating dramatic blind crests where you're literally launching your car into the unknown. The most famous of these is probably the Flugplatz section, where cars regularly become airborne. At racing speeds, vehicles can fly 50 to 60 feet through the air before landing. And you better hope your suspension, aerodynamics, and nerves are all perfectly calibrated. What makes these elevation changes even more challenging is that they're combined with complex corner sequences. You might be navigating a tight left-hander while simultaneously cresting a hill, meaning you're dealing with weight transfer, reduced traction, and limited visibility all at the same time. It's the kind of challenge that separates truly great drivers from merely good ones. The track's surface itself presents unique challenges. Unlike modern racetracks with consistent grip levels, the Nürburgring surface varies dramatically throughout its length. Some sections offer excellent grip, while others, particularly in certain weather conditions, can be treacherously slippery. The track crosses several microclimates, meaning it can be dry and sunny in one section while raining heavily just a mile away. For American car enthusiasts familiar with tracks like Laguna Seca or Road America, imagine multiplying the challenge by a factor of 5. The Nürburgring isn't just longer and more complex. It's fundamentally more dangerous, with concrete barriers, trees, and steep drop-offs positioned exactly where you don't want them if something goes wrong. The danger factor. Why it's called the Green Hell. The Nürburgring's reputation for danger isn't marketing hype. It's earned through decades of serious accidents, near misses, and genuine respect from the world's best drivers. Jackie Stewart, who gave the track its famous nickname, wasn't being dramatic when he called it the Green Hell. He was describing a circuit that demands absolute perfection and punishes even minor mistakes with potentially catastrophic consequences. The statistics tell the story. During the Formula One era at the Nürburgring, 1951 to 1976, the track claimed the lives of several drivers and seriously injured many others. The most tragic was probably the 1976 German Grand Prix, when Niki Lauda's Ferrari caught fire after a crash, nearly killing one of the sport's greatest champions. That accident effectively ended F1's relationship with the old Nordschleife configuration. It was simply too dangerous for the world's premier racing series. But the danger isn't just historical. Even today, with modern safety equipment and medical facilities, the Nürburgring demands absolute respect. The combination of high speeds, challenging terrain, and unforgiving barriers means that mistakes can have serious consequences. There are no runoff areas like modern tracks provide. If you get it wrong, you're hitting concrete walls, steel barriers, or trees at significant speed. What makes the track particularly treacherous is how quickly conditions can change. The weather in the Eifel region is notoriously unpredictable, and the track's length means conditions can vary dramatically from one section to another. You might start a lap in perfect sunshine and encounter fog, rain, or even ice patches before you finish. Professional drivers tell stories of starting laps with one tire compound and wishing they had completely different tires by the time they reach certain sections. For American drivers used to tracks with consistent conditions and extensive safety features, the Nürburgring represents a completely different philosophy. One where the track itself is an active participant in the challenge, not just a neutral venue for competition. Hey everyone, if you're finding this deep dive into the legendary Nürburgring as fascinating as I am, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Here on Petro Head Things, we're always exploring the most legendary tracks, cars, and stories that define automotive culture, so you won't want to miss any of our content. The modern era, tourist days and manufacturer testing. Today, the Nürburgring serves multiple purposes that make it unique among the world's great racetracks. Unlike most legendary circuits that are reserved for professional racing and exclusive events, the Nordschleife operates Touristenfahrten, tourist driving days when anyone with a road-legal car and enough courage can pay a fee and tackle the green hell themselves. This accessibility has created a unique culture around the track. On any given tourist day, you'll see everything from modified Honda Civics to million-dollar supercars sharing the same piece of asphalt. The unwritten rules are simple. Faster cars pass on the left, respect other drivers' skill levels, and understand that you're taking your life into your own hands. It's an experience that's simultaneously terrifying and addictive. Many enthusiasts describe their first Nürburgring lap as a life-changing moment. But the Nürburgring's real importance in the modern automotive world comes from its role as the ultimate proving ground for manufacturers. Every major automotive company uses the Nordschleife to test and validate their high-performance vehicles. The track's combination of high-speed sections, technical corners, elevation changes, and varying surface conditions provides the most comprehensive real-world testing environment available. When you see a manufacturer claiming their car set a lap record at the Nürburgring, you're looking at more than just bragging rights. A fast Nürburgring lap time indicates that a car has been developed to handle the most challenging driving conditions imaginable. The track tests every system: engine performance under sustained high load, suspension systems dealing with massive elevation changes, braking systems handling extreme heat cycles, and aerodynamics managing dramatic speed and elevation variations. American manufacturers have increasingly recognized the Nürburgring's importance. Companies like Ford, with their Focus RS and Mustang programs, and General Motors with Corvette development, now regularly test at the Nordschleife. It's become essential for any car claiming world-class performance credentials to prove itself on this legendary circuit. Legendary moments and racing history. The Nürburgring has witnessed some of the most dramatic moments in motorsport history, creating legends and heartbreak in equal measure. During its Formula One years, the track produced races that are still talked about today. not just for the racing, but for the sheer courage required to compete at such speeds on such a challenging circuit. One of the most famous performances was by Jackie Stewart in 1968, when he won the German Grand Prix in horrific conditions. Driving through rain, fog, and spray so thick that visibility was almost zero, Stewart lapped the entire field, some cars multiple times. His margin of victory was over 4 minutes, a gap that seems almost impossible in modern racing. Stewart's performance that day is often cited as one of the greatest drives in Formula One history, demonstrating not just speed but incredible car control and mental toughness. The track has also been the scene of incredible comeback stories and technological breakthroughs. The development of ground effects aerodynamics, advanced suspension systems, and modern safety equipment all have roots in lessons learned at the Nürburgring. The track's demands pushed engineers to innovate in ways that eventually benefited all automotive development. But perhaps the most compelling stories come from the track's role in establishing driver reputations. Drivers who could master the Nürburgring were immediately elevated to legendary status. Names like Stefan Bellof, who set an absolutely stunning lap record that stood for decades, became synonymous with the track. Bellof's 1983 lap time of 6 minutes and 11.13 seconds in a Porsche 956C was so fast that it was considered almost supernatural, and it remained unbeaten for over 35 years. For American racing fans, the Nürburgring represents something we don't really have in our racing culture. A track where history, danger, and pure automotive challenge combine to create something that transcends normal competition. It's closer to our relationship with places like Pikes Peak or the Bonneville Salt Flats, venues where the challenge itself becomes more important than any individual race result. The culture and community. What makes the Nürburgring truly special isn't just the track itself. It's the culture that has grown up around it. The small town of Nürburg, with a population of less than 200 people, has become a pilgrimage destination for automotive enthusiasts from around the world. Hotels, restaurants, and shops cater specifically to track visitors, creating an atmosphere where car culture is celebrated and understood. The track has spawned its own unique traditions and unwritten rules. Experienced ring regulars serve as informal mentors to newcomers, sharing knowledge about track conditions, proper etiquette, and safety considerations. There's a genuine sense of community among those who regularly challenge themselves on this legendary circuit. The advent of social media has amplified the Nürburgring's cultural impact. YouTube channels dedicated to ring content have millions of subscribers, and viral videos of spectacular crashes or incredible lap times can generate worldwide attention overnight. This has introduced the track to a global audience, particularly in America, where many enthusiasts now plan European vacations specifically to experience the Nordschleife. What's particularly fascinating is how the track has maintained its character despite modern commercialization. While there are now visitor centers, professional driving instructors, and rental cars specifically for track use, the fundamental challenge remains unchanged. The Green Hell doesn't care about your YouTube subscriber count or your Instagram followers. It demands respect, skill, and courage from everyone who enters its gates. Top 5 fastest production cars around the Nürburgring. Now let's talk about the machines that have conquered the Green Hell with the most impressive lap times. These aren't just fast cars. They're engineering marvels specifically developed to handle the Nürburgring's unique challenges. Number 5. McLaren P1 LM, 6 minutes and 43.2 seconds. The McLaren P1 LM isn't just a hypercar, it's a street-legal version of McLaren's track-only P1 GTR, and it shows. With 986 horsepower from its hybrid powertrain and aerodynamics developed directly from Formula One technology, the P1 LM represents the absolute pinnacle of road car engineering. What makes its Nürburgring time so impressive isn't just the speed, but how the car manages the track's elevation changes and corner combinations. The active suspension system and advanced traction control allow it to maintain incredible speeds through sections that would challenge most race cars. Number 4. Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, 6 minutes and 44.97 seconds. Lamborghini's Aventador SVJ proved that traditional naturally aspirated V12 power can still compete with modern hybrid systems. The SVJ's ALA, Aerodynamica Lamborghini Attiva, system actively manages aerodynamics throughout the lap, providing downforce when needed for corner stability and reducing drag on the straights. Its 759 horsepower naturally aspirated engine delivers power with a kind of linear response that's crucial for managing the Nürburgring's challenging corner combinations. The car's four-wheel steering system helps manage its considerable size through the track's tighter sections. Number 3. Mercedes-AMG GT 63S 4MATIC Plus 4-door. 7 minutes and 25.41 seconds. What makes the Mercedes-AMG GT 63S so remarkable isn't just its time. It's that this is a 4-door sedan that can carry 4 adults in comfort and still lap the Nürburgring faster than most dedicated sports cars. The 630 horsepower twin-turbo V8 and sophisticated all-wheel drive system provide the traction needed to put power down through the track's elevation changes, while the advanced suspension manages the weight transfer that comes with a larger, heavier vehicle. It's a demonstration of how modern technology can overcome traditional limitations. Number 2. Porsche 911 GT2 RS. 6 minutes and 47.25 seconds. The 911 GT2 RS represents Porsche's ultimate expression of rear-wheel drive performance, and its Nürburgring time proves that traditional layouts can still be incredibly effective. With 691 horsepower from its twin-turbo flat-six and rear-wheel drive only, the GT2 RS requires exceptional driver skill to achieve its potential. The car's setup is specifically optimized for the Nürburgring, with suspension tuning and aerodynamics developed through countless test sessions at the track. Its time demonstrates not just the car's capability, but Porsche's deep understanding of what makes a car fast around the Nordschleife. Number 1. Mercedes-AMG 1. 6 minutes and 35.183 seconds. The Mercedes-AMG 1 isn't just the fastest production car around the Nürburgring. It's essentially a Formula One car with license plates. Its 1.6-liter turbocharged V6 hybrid powertrain is derived directly from Mercedes' championship-winning F1 car, producing over 1,000 horsepower. But what makes it so devastatingly fast around the ring isn't just power. It's the active aerodynamics, the advanced suspension systems, and the overall package that treats every aspect of performance as an integrated system. The AMG 1's Nürburgring lap represents the current pinnacle of what's possible when a major manufacturer decides to build a road car with absolutely no compromises. Before we wrap up this incredible journey through Nürburgring history, don't forget to subscribe to Petro Head Things for more deep dives into automotive legends, track histories, and the cars that define our passion for speed and engineering excellence. The future of the Green Hell. As we look toward the future, the Nürburgring faces interesting challenges and opportunities. Environmental concerns, safety regulations, and changing automotive technology all impact how the track operates and evolves. Electric vehicle development has brought a new category of manufacturers to the Nordschleife, as companies like Tesla, Porsche with a Taycan, and others use the track to validate their electric performance claims. The track's management has invested heavily in safety improvements while trying to maintain the essential character that makes the Nürburgring special. New barriers, improved medical facilities, and better communication systems help manage risk without fundamentally changing the challenge. It's a delicate balance between preserving tradition and acknowledging modern safety requirements. Technology is also changing how people experience the track. Advanced data logging, professional coaching services, and even virtual reality experiences help newcomers prepare for their first encounter with the Green Hell. But ultimately, no amount of preparation fully prepares you for the real thing. The Nürburgring must be experienced to be understood. For American enthusiasts, the Nürburgring represents something we don't have in our domestic racing culture. A venue where history, challenge, and automotive passion combine in ways that create genuine legends. It's a reminder that some experiences can't be replicated or replaced. They can only be lived. Conclusion. Why the Nürburgring matters. The Nürburgring Nordschleife isn't just a racetrack. It's automotive culture distilled into 12.9 miles of asphalt, concrete, and legend. It represents everything we love about cars. The challenge, the risk, the reward, and the pure joy of pushing machines and human skill to their absolute limits. For nearly a century, The Green Hell has been the ultimate arbiter of automotive performance. It has humbled supercars, elevated legends, and provided the kind of challenge that simply can't be replicated anywhere else in the world. Every major automotive achievement of the past 50 years has some connection to this legendary circuit. What makes the Nürburgring eternally relevant is its honesty. Unlike controlled test environments or sanitized modern racetracks, the Nordschleife tells you the truth about your car and your abilities as a driver. It rewards respect, punishes arrogance, and provides experiences that stay with you for life. Whether you're a manufacturer testing the latest hypercar, an enthusiast on your first tourist lap, or simply someone who appreciates automotive history, the Nürburgring represents something pure and essential about car culture. It's a reminder that some challenges are worth preserving, some legends are worth maintaining, and some experiences are worth the risk. The Green Hell continues to evolve, continues to challenge, and continues to create the stories that define automotive passion. And for those brave enough to accept its challenge, it offers something increasingly rare in our modern world: a genuine test of skill, courage, and machine that hasn't been diluted by compromise or committee. That's the true magic of the Nürburgring Nordschleife. It remains exactly what it was designed to be nearly a century ago. The ultimate proving ground, where legends are made and automotive dreams either come true or get humbled by one of the greatest challenges in motorsport. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the history and legend of the Green Hell. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new about this incredible track, subscribe to Petro Head Things for more automotive deep dives, and let me know in the comments. Would you be brave enough to take on the Nürburgring yourself? Until next time, drive safe, dream big, and remember, respect the Green Hell, and it might just respect you back.